90% silver dimes. Can we say kiss them goodbye? I'm going to let you guys know what's going on at the shop. I'm just going to let you know our sponsor Pinbacks has them in stock right now. But there's not enough stock to go around for every single subscriber to get one roll of Roosevelt silver dimes. That is how limited they are as well. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm about 6 subscribers away from 5,300 subscribers. Can we please get that done today? If you're not yet subscribed, I would love to have you. Let's get it over 5,300 subscribers. Thank you all for the ones who just subscribed yesterday. We had a good video yesterday as well. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for everything, folks. Let's just keep the train going. Let's just get into the video right now. Look, last night we're just about out of all dimes. Roosevelt dimes, Mercury dimes. We don't get too many Barbara dimes come in, but every now and then we do get those come in. We have about $75 left of Roosevelt silver dimes. They will not last a day. I will guarantee you that they're not going to last a day. We've been seeing a run on 90% silver dimes. You know, Bill Holter is a big advocate for 90% silver dimes, and he makes a great point. All right, he makes a great point by saying, one silver dime is one transaction. You know, if you stop and think, yeah, it could be one transaction down the road. It can be one transaction now, depending on the price that you know, if you're trading in silver now. That's why I always say, get to know your local butcher shops. Get to know your local farmers market now, folks. Because even if you trade a little bit now, you're going to be the first in line when all the stuff hits the fan. So what we're trying to do at the shop is we sent an email out at the shop to our email-based list customers and saying, look, if you want to do an even trade for silver quarters, $50, we're willing to do an even trade at this point. There's not going to be no buyback fee or nothing like that, no purchase fee, and it's going to be an even trade if people are interested in that. We've had a couple of email responses back. People are interested in that to help us out. And they said we can get dimes, we can get dimes elsewhere as well, Yeah, there are dimes out there right now. All right? It's not, but what I'm seeing out there, I'm calling different coin shops. They have low stock. They have no stock of dimes. They might have plenty of quarters. Plenty of halves right now. That's what we seem to have right now in stock at the shop. The quarters and the halves, it seems to be plentiful at this time. That don't mean 2-3 weeks from now it's going to be the case. We're going to start trading back and forth here with customers. That could eat into our silver quarters. That could eat into our silver half, 90% silver halves as well. We're taking a chance. We got so many people calling us up. We have sent an email out, like I just said, trying to trade. Calls ahead if you want silver dimes ahead before you make the trip over. That is basically the gist of the email was. Dimes, yeah, dimes are going to be hard. People think there's plenty out there. But like I said, our channel sponsor Pinbacks, P-I-M-B-E-X, there's not enough Roosevelt silver dimes they have in stock right now to meet my subscriber base right now. So if every single one of us bought one roll from Pinbacks today, they won't have enough for this subscriber count that we have right now. Just keep that in mind, folks. I'm not saying to go buy them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's a panic mode. That's not what I'm saying either. So don't get that confused. That's what I'm saying. If you are in the market for 90% silver dimes, why not check our channel sponsor at pinbacks.com? Let them know that I sent you. The reason why that I say that, no, I don't make a commission off your sale. I'm not trying to build up sales for myself. I'm trying to help you guys find out where the silver dimes are at, where the inventory's at. All that's doing is building up more giveaways for later down the road. That's the honest God truth. I'm about almost a month into sponsorship from Pinbacks. I cannot thank them enough. They have been great to me. You guys have reached out to me. You guys have been very, very happy with them as well. Thank you, Pinbacks. thank you to the viewers out there as well, because this sponsorship would not be possible without you folks subscribing, watching the videos, commenting on the videos. Your comment section, I'm just overwhelmed with. You know, I'm trying to keep up as best as I can. Keep commenting, because I'm very active. Most of you guys know I'm very active in the comment sections. I can't reply to every single person, but I try my best. I try to give you the heart on every single comment at least. That way you know I read it. How many channels actually do that? I'm not trying to bash any other channel. But, you know, I try to build this community up with the honest information on what's going on out there. Silver and gold have ticked back up a little bit today. Like I said yesterday, folks, you can't go from one day, you know, one bad day and thinking it's going to go down the next day too. We're starting to see a trigger back up. And I think the COMEX and the LBMA are broken. When is the silver supply of 90% silver going to be totally gone? You know, my passion is 90% silver, as most of you folks know. They're not making it no more. This is our history. We need to start melting it down. We need to hang on to it. If it's in your hands, hang on to it. That should be the last. If you have to sell, if you have other silver, please sell the other silver first. Hold on to your 90% silver, because I think we're going into a bottom situation, folks. That's my opinion. Okay, that's just my opinion out there. I think the 90% silver will be very good for peer-to-peer trading down the road. It's happening now on a small scale. We just don't see it. Look, for an example, it has nothing to do with silver at all. I have a friend in Maine who likes to wheel and deal. There's a book in Maine called Uncle Henry's. It's a trade book. You buy it from these convenience stores, mom and pop stores, people from Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, parts of Massachusetts, put items up for sale, trade, or just whatever. Yeah, it's kind of an old version like Facebook Marketplace, but it's really a good book to buy sometimes coins on, trade stuff. And he likes to wheel and deal. He will buy something, try to flip it for a profit. Trade stuff. He gets 4-wheels all the time. He gets dirt bikes all the time. People like to trade with him all the time. I'll give you this dirt bike for this 4-wheeler. Then he can make a little bit of money on the back end of whatever he gets back in receive. He does this all the time. You know, that's the way, you know, he does work as well. But on the side, this is what he does on the side. You know, find a hobby too. No, silver and gold is really not a hobby. It's to protect your wealth. If you are interested in antiques, anything that you can make a profit on, folks, do it. You know, the weather's starting to get warmed up in some parts of the country. Maybe not up so far up north. There's going to be more snowstorms coming, it looks like. But going into the spring, going into the summer, if you have interest in something else, and if you can flip it for a few bucks, take that few bucks, put it in the silver and gold. Why not? Yeah, it might take you a little bit of time. Listed on Facebook Marketplace or just wherever the case may be. Nobody needs to know that you're buying silver and gold with the extra cash you got. You know, people have a lot of stuff. A lot of times people have a lot of stuff. They're not using it in their homes. If you haven't used something for a while, you don't have any plans to use it, why not put that on Facebook Marketplace? Why not go down to your local flea market, rent a table for the weekend? Take that money, put it towards silver and gold. There's money out there to be made. It don't have to be a full-time 45-hour, 40-hour job a week. It don't have to be that all the time. I did that, folks, when I lived in Maine. I worked at the hospital 5 p.m. at night to 1:30 in the morning. I get up. It was Monday through Friday. I get up on Saturday morning. Now, I'm getting out of work Saturday morning at 1:30. Stop at the convenience store, get my 20-ounce bottle of soda, maybe a bag of chips, maybe a package of ding-dongs, this, whatever. Load up my car for the flea market for Saturday morning and go down there and sell coins. and other merchandise. The one time of flea markets is just coming down there one time. They're not there every single week. Yeah, I've done carnival glass. I've done other stuff on my table. If I think I was going to make a buck on it, I'm going to try to buy that and make a buck on it. Maybe $3 or $4, maybe a little bit higher. You know, I was even doing their Beanie Babies for a while. I was buying them for 50 cents and selling them for $1, trying to double my money. The kids were going nuts for $1 with those. I would go through other yard sales, you know, to see what I can make. I had someone watching the table. You know, get a couple friends, have them help you out with this, with that. Even if you take them to lunch or something like that, maybe pay them a few bucks. Whatever the case may be, to get the job done. You know, most friends are not going to say, no, don't worry about it, just take me to lunch or something. That's fine. Take them for pizza, you know, take them out for a nice meal once in a while, and it all goes well. I used to do it that way with my friends. You know, Saturday night, we go for Chinese food. You know, all you can eat Chinese food, and they had the clams, they had the crab legs, you know, all you can eat too. It was cheap back then. It's like $10. You know, so it cost $10 for me, $10 for my friend, and a couple bucks for a soda for each of us. You know, look outside the box how you can make some extra money as well. I got people coming in that collect aluminum cans. They take them to the redump center or the recycling center. That's how they purchase their silver from us. Now, maybe it's not a lot. Maybe it's a few silver dimes. Maybe it's a few silver quarters. But it all adds up. Get some 90% silver in your stacks before it's gone, folks. And I know I'm going to get some criticism. There's plenty out there. Well, that's if you truly believe there's plenty out there. I'll say this again. There's more people in the United States today than there were back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s when 90% silver was in our money. And one more note I would like to make on that as well. Your silver quarters will not. How do I say this? Silver quarters. If you add all the Washington silver quarters up, I've said this before in other videos. Silver quarters, you add them all up. Just think about that. You put them on the White House grounds. If we could account for every single Washington silver quarter out there, divide that by the American people, you'd be lucky to have 8 silver quarters. But therefore, not all the silver quarters are available for one. A lot of them got melted down. A lot of them are overseas. A lot of them are in Canada. So what's really left? The estimate I came up with is about 3.7 quarters per a person. So let's say average it 4 quarters per person for a United States citizen. That's not a lot, folks. That's not a lot. Keep that in mind when you say there's plenty 90% silver out there. Because remember what happened back during the COVID years. The banks were scoffing up for change. They were begging people to get change in, bring it to the bank. So if we really think there's plenty out there, no, there's not. You know, I've seen this back in March of 2023 when we were having trouble with 90% silver. I've seen this a few hiccups here and there. Yes, we get it back and fast. My bullion dealer that we deal with, he has no 90% silver in stock. Think about it that way as well. That's all I got. If you guys have questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, please reach out to me. I'm always happy to answer any of your questions about silver, gold, and platinum. Reach out. Also, check out my friend Sobriety in Silver YouTube channel as well. He does some silver talk. He does some gold talk. Yes, he does some sobriety talk as well. I like the channel. He's a good guy, folks. He's building his channel up. Let's show him some support. Let him know that CoinShop Chris sent you there as well. I thank you all for watching. Keep the comments coming. I really appreciate that as well. And to the next video, CoinShop Chris is out of here.